So these Vibes in 5, Ghana's only social media celeb talk show. The name Arnold Mensa Elavanyo. You can always call me, bro, you see me? Bro, you see me? This show is proudly sponsored by Awokomi, Ghana's only Kenke brand. It's also sponsored by Flenu.com. It's actually a marketing platform where you can get whatever it is you want to buy. And if you're a business as well, you can sign on to the very same platform, Flenu.com. B247.com is your favorite sports betting site. Yes, sports betting site that you can get on there and bet. They say bet small, win more for B247.com. The name again, Arnold Mensa Elavanyo. Now, this interview I would consider very necessary because I've seen this gentleman on several platforms talking about Drunkards Association, Ghana Drunkards Association, and he's been talking about drunkards and what they should do to be able to maintain responsible drinking. I find it quite interesting, and I have the man with me. The name is Drybone. He is the president of Ghana Drunkards Association. I mean, what a name. I mean, who gets up to form an association of drunkards? So we'll find out what impacts they've made, why he even started that association, who the founding members are, and places he's been with this very association. Ghana Drunkards Association. Drybone, you're welcome.
Thank you.
How are you doing?
Good.
You know, when you came up here, one of my crew members, actually Eddie, said, well, a guy doesn't look like a drunkard, so why Ghana Drunkards Association? Are all your members supposed to look like drunkards?
No, I don't know the context in which they are putting it because by default, everybody is a drunkard.
By default, everybody is a drunkard.
Once you drink anything drinkable in excess, you become a drunkard.
So if you drink water in excess, are you a drunkard?
Yes. So that is why even when pastors are preaching, they will say they are drunk in the spirit. Let's ask ourselves whether it was the spirit at you or the Holy Spirit. I hope you are getting me.
Yeah.
So there's a difference between a drunkard and an alcoholic.
Okay.
Alcoholic might not necessarily be a drunkard, and a drunkard might not also be an alcoholic.
Okay.
I can be drunk with Coca-Cola, but someone who is an alcoholic, can't do away with anything strong.
Okay.
So he wake up in the morning, then he has to go and drink.
Okay.
Morning he will drink, afternoon he will drink, and his job is to be in the drinking spot. These are alcoholics.
Okay. What is the mission for Ghana Drunkards Association?
Yes, we are there to ensure that beverage industry, companies bring in quality beverages for safe human consumption. And we are also there to regulate the abuse of alcoholism and to also protect the right of a consumer and then to ensure safe, hygienic environment for beverage consumers.
That's what you do, or that's the mission for Ghana Drunkards Association?
That is the main objective.
The main objective
of the Ghana, because we are there to protect. For instance, most people don't know that if you drink, let's say, any form of branded bitters and you've been affected by it, most people do not know that it is their right to sue the company for damage.
So if you drink branded beverage and you get affected by it,
yes.
Is it necessarily when you get boozed?
Yes.
Or if something happens to you out of drinking it?
Out of drinking it.
You can sue the company.
You can sue the company for compensation.
For compensation.
Because it means that the ethanol they've used in producing the particular bitters is not of high quality.
But couldn't it be anything else apart from ethanol? I mean, do you have any scientific background and adequate knowledge in what they do, how they produce it, to be able to tell what the problem was?
Yes, we have two types of alcohol. One is wood alcohol, and one is the normal one produced from chemical. Okay. So, and that is why in science, they've termed one as methyl ethanol, which means they can be used, their heat acidity level is slightly weaker than that of water. Okay. So you cannot mix methanol with any other substance. Okay. But if with ethanol, you can mix it with water because its acidity level is slightly higher than that of water. Okay. So you can mix it with water. That is why when the alcohol comes in 97 centigrade, they have to mix it with water to break it down to 40 or 38% before they can do the plant extract from it. Okay. Then becomes a bitters for us.
So if you drink and you get affected by the beverage,
it means
you can sue the company.
and it is there. It is in the law, and most people don't know that as a consumer, if you go to a drinking spot to drink and you are drunk, it is your right to call the police to take you home. Or
it is your right to call the police that I am drunk. Come and take me home,
and they will render that services
to you. When you walked in voluntarily,
yes,
took money out of your pocket to buy the drink.
Yes.
One, if you drink that beverage and something happens to you, you can sue the company.
Yes. You can sue the
company after using your money to buy to drink. One, when you get boozed, you can call the police to come and take you home.
And free. Even if you cannot identify, if you don't know the way to your house, it's the responsibility of the police service to take you to the nearest police station and give you accommodation or even hospital for them to check you.
Okay. So who pays for the hospital bills?
The hospital bills. That is why the government is there. It is all in the law. It is part of the policing.
So the government pays for. So you go and booze when something happens to you. The government will pay
because
for your
when
treatment.
You die at the drinking spot, it is the responsibility of the police to take you for a post-mortem.
Yeah.
Right. So why don't, instead of just looking at you to die,
why don't they protect you?
Why don't they protect you? Because it's part of their responsibilities to protect lives and property.
Has any of your members ever sued a beverage company?
Yeah, I remember there was some time ago, 2 years ago, when I think was it Adonku Bites had a problem at the stadium and so on and so on. Those young youths were identified and the company at least compensated.
The company, are you sure?
Yes,
you know are you sure, or is it a fact that the company did compensate them?
Yes, the company gave them something. Even through us, the company came even through us.
What is the size of your membership?
Initially, when we started, we were about just 800 members. But now we've grown into about 3.6 million. 3.6
million?
Yes.
Ghana Drunkards Association has 3.6 million
members across the country.
So we have they are all drunkards?
Yes, of course.
Alcoholic
we have
drunkards?
Both alcoholics and drunkards. So they are all part of beverage consumers. They are all consumers.
But I'm talking about the alcoholic side. How many?
The alcoholic
averagely?
Well, it will depend on our statistical team for that.
Which type of the drunkard are you? Are you the alcoholic type or the?
May I drink anything drinkable?
You drink
when
anything?
I wake up in the morning, the weather is very cool. I take apetishi, the correct one. Or I look for any.
Which one is the correct one?
There are some apetishis brewed from Amanase.
Okay.
When you go there, you get the correct apetishi.
So you take the correct
some
one.
too from Togome in the Volta region. When you go there, you get the correct apetishi. Yeah.
So when the weather is cold,
when the weather is cold, I drink apetishi. But when I'm drinking, there are so many moods at which one drinks. You have a happy mood. You get it has what you have to drink.
If you're happy, what do you drink?
If I'm happy, I drink beer or wine.
Wine.
Yes.
Okay.
And if I'm not happy, I take something light, soft drinks.
Drinks. If you're not happy.
If I'm not happy, yeah. So it depends, because alcohol mainly is meant to excite people. And in as much as we drink responsibly, we are also creating jobs.
What jobs are you creating?
Yes, because if they stop drinking, bartenders will lose their jobs. Waitress and waiters will not get work to do. Factory workers will be laid off. And by so doing, unemployment rate will increase.
So you keep drinking.
So we drink responsibly to create job.
Okay, you drink responsibly to create jobs for people.
Because imagine if in a year alone, all the bottles you see going around, we've been drinking about 2.6 million gallons of beer.
You've been drinking 2.6 million gallons of beer in Ghana alone?
Yes.
In a year?
In a year, this year alone.
Is this certified statistics you are giving me?
You can check from Accra Brewery, you can check from Guinness Ghana, the number of bottles they've produced so far.
How many bottles do we of the other Ejapia and Pokeke and Co do we consume in a year, averagely?
Averagely, with those ones, first, had it not been these flavored ginger bitters that are, coming up in the market as, first we've been taking about, let's say, with, I think, not less than 1 million gallons.
Not less than 1 million gallons a year of alcohol?
Yes.
A year?
Yes.
That's what we take in.
That is what we are taking nationwide.
Wow.
From Ejapia, Dunku, and others.
So by so doing, you are creating jobs.
So by so doing, you are creating jobs. So this is why we are there to regulate the abuse, to make sure that what comes into the market is of high quality. Nobody can just stand up and mix any concoction and then come out that it's an aphrodisiac, so we should go and drink it. And at the end of the day, we'll be suffering from kidney cases and others.
But have you been certified to do those checks?
Yes, of
Can
course.
you walk into any beverage company and request to see their ingredients?
I've been to almost, I'll say 50% of the Ghanaian beverage companies.
To do what?
To check the process that how they produce their product.
And what was your evaluation? What was your outcome?
You know, most companies don't even have lab.
Okay.
The owner who is producing, let's say, Arnold bitters, doesn't even know the content in which
the bitters
is being produced from. Once they go to register from the FDA only certify them from Ghana standard, because once it meets standard for consumption, FDA will definitely give you the license. But FDA is not there to check whether the Kaya senegalensis, which is mahogany, and the other botanical names plant that you've used is actually what is in the content of the bitters you are producing. You know, there are some bitters there that they've mixed ganja with it.
Okay.
And it is in the market, branded bitters. But
branded bitters, but there's ganja in it.
But there's ganja in it, but on the label they will not write it.
Okay.
Some years, I think about a year ago, we complained about the penetration of unregistered beer product that came into Ghana from Togo. There was a beer called Flag, and the Flag beer, the label was fully written in French, and we are Anglophone countries, and there was no FDA stamp on it, so we don't even know.
So you identified it?
Yes, we identified, and we complained, and it has been flushed out of the system.
Wow! And that was achieved by Ghana Drunkards Association. Yes. Are you encouraging alcoholism?
No, but it is. You drink alcoholism. I'm not encouraging people to abuse alcohol, but if you drink moderately, you know, you get health benefit from drinking moderately.
Is alcohol good?
Yes, of course, it's good. If you drink alcohol, it prevents you from getting stroke and some of the cardiovascular diseases.
Okay.
These are the major health benefits. And if you drink moderately, it strengthens the kidney.
Okay.
You see, so alcohol is good. Even in the Bible, Deuteronomy chapter 14, verse 22, that was when you read, drinking alcohol is part of giving tithe.
Drinking alcohol is part of giving tithe?
Yes.
And it's captured in the Bible?
Yes.
Deuteronomy what?
14, verse 22.
Downwards. Drinking
alcohol
is part of giving. So if you don't have money to go and give the pastor, just drink alcohol.
Just buy drink and food, meat of your choice, and drink with your family and friends.
And that is your tithe.
They said of strong drink. Even it is indicated there, buy wine and of strong drink.
Of strong drink, and
yes,
that is the alcohol.
Wow.
And where has Drunkards Association taken you as the president?
As the president, so far, I've achieved a lot, because when it comes to regulating alcoholism in the country, I think I played a major role in it. You know, first, road accidents were increasing because drivers drink and drive. But now, during this Xmas season, we've not heard of such incidents, because we've campaigned against drunk driving,
yeah,
and so many alcohol-related accidents. You see, so you know, these are the works that were supposed to be done by NCC.
But doing it.
We are doing it, and nobody is paying us.
I hear you've been on BBC.
Yes, of course. They called and they interviewed, and you know, after they've listened to our objectives and the impact we are making in Ghana. I think I've been to Germany also.
You've been to Germany?
Yes.
Through Ghana Drunkards Association? BBC has interviewed you?
Yes.
And which other big platforms?
And CNN is also doing a documentary on.
CNN is also doing a documentary on you, Dry Bone, Ghana Drunkards Association.
Yeah.
How long are you going to stay as president for the association?
4 years. This is actually my last year.
This is your last year?
Yes, and we'll be contesting again.
You'll be contesting?
Yeah.
Did you contest to become the president?
No, it was unopposed.
Unopposed?
Yes.
Are you the founding member of Ghana Drunkards
I founded
Association?
Ghana Drunkards Association.
Solely? Just you?
Yeah, with some
people. And
yeah.
you are the president.
And I became
this is your last year. And are others going to contest you?
Yes, most definitely. Even some people are even printing their posters.
They are printing posters
yes,
to contest.
To
so
contest.
will you campaign?
Yeah, of course I will campaign.
You will campaign
based on the achievement I've made so far.
Would you want to be president again?
Yes, of course.
For Ghana Drunkards Association.
Drunkards Association.
And would the voting be done nationwide?
Yes, nationwide. You know, we are nationwide. We have regional president. We have regional testing officers. We have women organizers.
And regional testing officers.
Yes,
what do they do?
They are the RTOs. They check the beverages that are sprinkling up in every region.
Okay.
You know, there are some drinks.
So they wake up and just go testing their beverages, right?
Yeah, not really. They also check the quality of it.
Okay.
And we have lab technicians also who are part of us.
So how do you know that a testing officer has the knowledge to know this is good beverage and this is bad beverage? Is it by just the taste?
Not only the taste. You know, most of them are brewers. And they've been in the beverage industry for a long time. And we have laboratory technicians that are also consumers. So day to day, day in, day out, they also run tests of some of the new beverages that comes into the market. You know, there was a beverage, there is a beverage right now in the market that is not safe for consumption.
Okay.
And we wrote to the company because of the content. Because one, they've mixed, there's a drug, I think Viagra or something like that, with alcohol, which is not supposed to be so.
And you've written to the contract,
yes,
to the company.
Yes, we wrote to the company.
Wow.
And I think if I'm still waiting to hear from them, and if they did not respond, I think we have to take the necessary process.
Is it registered? Is Ghana Drunkards Association duly registered?
It's registered.
It's registered. So you have certain power to do certain things.
Yes, it's registered, and we've been recognized by the international community too.
Good. So you have regional testing officers. You have women organizers.
Yes.
So women drunkards, so to speak.
Yes, of course.
Who have belts in drinking, like they are distinguished drunkards.
No, they educate pregnant women from drinking hard liquor.
They educate pregnant women from drinking hard liquor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Against drinking.
So who else? What other positions do we have?
Regional chairman.
Regional chairman.
And so all of them will be contesting their positions.
All of them will be.
We have a very big. We have one of the social. We have a very big platform on social media, which is the WhatsApp group, because every district has its WhatsApp group.
Okay.
Every region has its WhatsApp group, and nationwide WhatsApp group is also there.
Are you able to tell? I mean, this might sound ridiculous, but are you able to tell the number of beverage pubs or blue kiosks we have regionally or nationally?
In Accra alone, we have I think 200,346 drinking spots.
200,346 drinking spots in Accra.
Yes, and blue kiosks.
And
about 30% is not registered.
About 30% is not registered. How were you able to arrive at this number? How do you know there's blue kiosks here or blue kiosks there?
That's why I said before I became the president, I was in the shoes of the drunkard.
So you are an upgraded drunkard.
So now I have taken it upon myself, to bring them together and tell them that, look, what you are doing is not bad, but however, if you do it responsibly, this is what you gain.
So Accra alone has 300,000 plus drinking spots.
Yes.
How about the other regions?
The other regions, for instance, Kumasi, like 1,556. And then Volta region, I think when next we rearrange the interview, I'll bring our chart sheet so that you can have the full numbers
or statistics.
The statistics.
Which region has the most blue kiosks?
Normally we have the highest this year alone. Last year, 2018, 3 regions have the highest consumption of alcohol.
Which one?
Which is the Ashanti region, Greater Accra and Volta region.
Ashanti region, Greater Accra and Volta region.
Yes, and
they are the highest consumption of alcohol.
2018. And in the Trade Northern region, normally it was Navrongo, but now it has moved to Bolgatanga. You see, because that is where most companies, when they do their product, after production, they start selling from the north and
down to the south.
Because it is easy to market products in the rural areas than the city. So do you have some welfare, interventions for your members? Yeah, right now we are we are gathering some small money to build a rehabilitation center, so that those who are condemned, we can put them there to.
So you want to build a rehabilitation center for those who are condemned in your
condemned drunkard,
condemned drunkards
in our.
So, like, who is a condemned drunkard?
They are the alcoholics. They are addicted. They can't do away. They can't stop alcohol for one day. So those people, we will bring them to the rehabilitation center and refine them back into the society.
Can you teach someone how to drink responsibly?
Yes, of course.
What do you do?
You know, people say I don't look like a drunkard. It is because I've been drinking responsibly. I don't just wake up and go into drinking sport to drink for drinking's sake. Before I drink bitters, I first of all drink a lot of water. Because I might not know the chemical content of the bitters I'm going to drink. So I'll drink first a lot of water, so that the alcohol take 8 hours to digest. That is why some of them suffer from hangover. Because if you drink from 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock going.
Which of the 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock? Morning or evening?
Evening.
Night.
You know, you are supposed to sleep for some few hours. So if you sleep and you wake up within the hours of 5 hours or 3 hours, you are going to suffer hangover, because the alcohol has not finished digestion
or doing its work
in the body. And the kidney, apart from the kidney is only going to take the sugar content out of the alcohol and leave the rest as urine. So if you drink more water, the alcohol is going to sit on the water and to help the kidney function well. And then the rest, after the kidney finish its extraction, it will leave the rest as urine.
So first thing, drink a lot of water before taking in alcohol. What's the second step?
And the second step is you have to know your limit. Know that, okay, if I'm drinking, if I should take maybe 6 shots, I'll be drunk. Then it means that you have to regulate your drinking. You have to drink at an interval. If you want to drink more, drink at an interval. If
you want to drink more, drink at an interval.
Yes.
Okay, so you would increase your voice a bit for me because of the background sound.
Yeah.
So if you want to drink more, drink at an interval.
Yes. So you drink at an interval. Let's say if I take 3 shots, and those who take alcohol, and drink, this is not how they drink. You are supposed to be sipping it.
You are supposed to sip alcohol.
Yes.
You don't drink alcohol.
You don't drink it. So that the alcohol can slowly work in your system. I hope you are getting what I'm saying. So if you want to drink responsibly, this is how you drink. You don't just wake up and drink. And it's not advisable to go on drinking challenge.
It's not advisable to go on drinking challenge.
No matter how the occasion is. Never attempt drinking
attempt a drinking challenge.
Yes.
Why?
Drinking competition, because one, you end up, endangering your kidneys and liver.
Okay.
You see, so when we talk of responsible drinking, there are instances where people meet me at the drinking spot. They say, I'm the president of Drunkards Association. So they order 1 crate of beer.
So that you drink.
So that I will drink for them to see. But I'll take 1 or 2 bottles and ask the barman to keep the rest for me. When next I'm ready, I'll come and take it.
Okay.
You see, so you are not supposed to go on drinking competition. You can drink, but if you drink, and people discriminate drunkards, and most people in Ghana drink. Almost, I would say 90% of Ghanaians drink. But when it comes to people to come out clearly that, look, I drink, they will not do that. And they will rather stigmatize someone who has boldly shown himself up that, look, I drink. On Sundays, you see most of the drinking spots open. We say we are a Christian nation. So which people drink on Sundays? Who are the people buying the alcohol on Sundays? Is it the Muslims or the Christians? This is the question I'm asking. You see? So when you see a drunkard, don't stigmatize that person. You are supposed to draw the person closer to you and educate the person on safe drinking. There are some bars when you go, 1 cup will be used to serve 1,000 people, which is not advisable, because there are some places you can get some
communicable diseases,
which is not advisable. Disposable cups is not really good for hard liquor.
Why?
Because one, the alcohol, if the alcohol the percentage of the alcohol is higher, it will melt the rubber.
To melt the rubber.
And you by so doing you get cancer.
Okay. But people do not know.
But people do not know. Not even alcohol alone. Even the banku, even
tying
in rubbers, it's not safe for consumption.
But people do not know this
do
one
not
too.
know this.
So are you making money from the association? How do you run the association?
Yeah, I run the association from the little people members donate. You know, sometimes a member can just say, okay, look, I'm having 100 cedis, I'm supporting you. Keep on doing the work. And these are some of the monies that are used in
running the association.
In running the association, traveling here and there, and sometimes going for interviews. And
do you organize meetings?
Yes, of course. Last year we held a very big congress, and it attracted over 1,000 people.
Where?
At Accra New Town.
Okay.
At Accra New Town.
All drunkards.
Yes.
You took a lot of beverage that day?
Not really. There were some few beverage companies that came and mounted their stand there, but it was my responsibility to educate them and to make sure that what they are taking is safe.
So should tomorrow be voting day? Why should a drunkard vote for you to retain your presidency?
Yeah, because one, most addicted alcoholics have been changed. About I would say 60 of them. I wish they would have come with me. You would have seen, and they would have even testified that 60 of them have changed from being an alcohol addict, condemned alcoholics addict, to a normal drinker.
That's one.
Yes, that's one. Because normally they will wake up in the morning and they will sit at the drinking spot from morning till evening. And some of them have been employed in most of the beverage companies, and they are making, instead of going to the bar to drink for drinking's sake, why don't you go to the factory? After they finish production, you will try it and they will pay you.
Okay. So now they are working.
So most of them are working now.
So that's one of your achievements. Yes. What else?
And then with nationwide impact, with curtail drunk driving, alcohol abuse, and then you know, there are some cases where the youth, when they get drunk during festive seasons, they naked themselves and do put up some. Of late, you don't see those things because we've cautioned the bartenders as to how they are going to sell the product to the consumers.
Who qualifies to be a member?
Anybody that kisses a glass is a member of the association.
Anybody that kisses a glass
is a member of the association. But you can call us on our numbers 054 9425 445
again,
or 054 9425 445, or you can add us on Ghana Drunkards Association at Facebook. Then you become an official member.
But all of us are default members.
Yes, default members. I know there were cases where you see policemen who are also part of the association. They will be wearing uniform and then they will drink at the drinking spot, which doesn't speak well of the security service. So for now, at least we've laid down some regulations and then some some measures that at least have they've put a stop
to what they do. Do you have a constitution?
Yes, of course.
What are some of the things captured in your constitution?
The constitution for an official member is one. You are supposed to educate members on safe drinking at every bar that you find yourself in. That is your responsibility, one. And you are also, it is your duty to protect the right of a consumer. For example, if you are in a drinking spot and you see any weapon, anything that can cause harm to the third person or the third party, please make sure that the bar owner or the bartender takes those things off. Immediately one finishes drinking, the bottles are not supposed to be on the table. They're supposed to move so that when there is a heated argument,
the bottles can't be used as
weapon.
Wow.
See,
very interesting.
So these are the constitution that even the bartenders and most of the bar owners are going by it.
Okay. So you've given it to them.
Yes.
What is your motto?
Booze we, booze all. Because you are not supposed to get drunk. So if we get drunk, then it means the whole nation is drunk.
You mentioned 3 point something million Ghanaians consume beverages are drunkards.
Yeah.
Is this good for the nation?
Yeah, it depends on the context in which, because like I rightly define the word drunkard. A lot of people drink. You find even in every occasion you see people drinking at funerals, at parties, and a whole lot. You see, that is why I'm saying that by default they are supposed to be more than that. But official members who, you know, who devoted their self to drink and to be part of the association, and then, you know, for us to educate them, they are the 3.6 million. I was at Ashanti region, Kumasi alone, and we attracted over 2,000 people at the stadium near the Broadway Street. Yes, and in Shura FM, when you ask them, they'll testify.
Wow. So it's a big thing, Ghana Drunkards Association. Yes. Wow. Your final words to your members, because they are also watching.
Yes, so long as the maize and the millet exist, this is our pledge. So shall we drink to our satisfaction. As you drink, you do not misbehave. If you misbehave, it means you are drunk. And if you are drunk, it means you are mad. And if you are mad, you need to be taken to the asylum, because there is greatness in the grain bottles. Cheers.
So, President of Ghana Drunkards Association, what?
We've released our national anthem.
Okay, what's the national anthem?
Alcohol, my best friend.
So, can you sing it?
Yeah. I don't unless I play along and sing.
No problem. Play along and sing. Play along and sing since you have it. Okay, so this is the President of Ghana Drunkards Association, you know, with us on Vibes in 5. So, what did you say? What? All right, so this is the President of Ghana Drunkards Association on Vibes in 5. He has an anthem for Ghana Drunkards Association, an official anthem. So he's going to perform it and sing it. You sing along.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah. My best friend, oh. Will you never leave me alone, no? You be my best friend, oh. Will you never leave me alone, no? When I know they happy, you dey hit me once you enter my body. When I catch it cold, oh. You dey hit me up, you dey make me bold, oh. Introducing my friend, alcohol. You are my good friend, alcohol. My best friend, alcohol. You are my good friend, alcohol. Oh na na na, a friend in need. It's a friend indeed. It's been good to my great fathers and live in me, yo. A friend in need. It's a friend indeed, oh. It's been good to my great fathers and live in me, yo. Ogogolo, 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 akatashi pito. Ajay, ogogolo, 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 akatashi. Anyami cafe door. Go get some few thoughts. If you no make happy, dear, go chill for drinking spot. It gon' make you happy. It gon' make you jolly. Alcohol, my best friend. Go make you meet new friends. Ogogolo, ogogolo, apio, akatashi.
So that be your national anthem.
No be me alone, they drink am oh. Doctors, teachers, farmers, they drink oh. Soldiers, coaches, lawyers, they drink oh. Even bank managers, they drink oh. Politicians, they drink. Now me be the president, Moses Drybone. Alcohol.
So this is a song.
Yes.
You made the song.
Yeah.
And performed it.
Yes. That is our anthem.
So you'll be the president.
Yes.
And that is the official anthem for Ghana Drunkards Association. When is your voting happening?
Oh, December this year.
December this year.
Yeah.
December this year. Yeah. And you hope to win again for another 4 years.
We'll be going on primaries. I think on somewhere July. Okay. July against them. Then December we'll vote.
Wow. Then December you vote. I'll campaign for you.
Yeah, of course. You have to vote for Moses Drybone as the president again, because you know this year we've achieved a lot, and this year too I'm hoping to employ, to recruit more women in the association.
You want to recruit more women into Ghana Drunkards Association?
Yeah.
Why the women?
Because our statistics this last year shows that the women are not enough. So we need to recruit them.
Need more women.
We need more women.
Yes. So, as a youth and president of Ghana Drunkards Association, do people, take you for something else when they hear that? Okay, so this is Ghana Drunkards Association president, young man. What comments do you hear?
Oh no, some people, they don't take time to listen to the objectives of the association. Once they just hear Ghana Drunkards Association, they'll be like, fine boy, we are you see, but they don't know the benefit of what I'm doing and the impact I'm making positively in the society. It's like using a negative name to impact positively in the society.
Okay.
So sometimes I just have to focus on what
you are doing.
I'm doing,
and it's working.
And it's working. Because imagine if I should have come that Center for Alcoholic Research and so and blah blah blah. I will have to look for money and a whole lot to be able to achieve,
create awareness.
To create awareness. But now that I don't have even one CD in my pocket, at least with the Drunkards Association, the name alone, the awareness is even selling more. Because, for instance, now people now listen and they know that, look, when you are going to drink, most this ginger flavor that is now in the market, most people don't know what they are drinking because it's cheap for them to drink. But ginger is a seasonal crop, so it's just ginger flavor and sugar, and
so it's not real ginger. The ginger drinks don't contain real ginger.
It's a flavored ginger and water.
Flavored ginger and water, not real ginger.
Not real ginger, and they will mix it with alcohol, and then it will come out that drink. But with association alone, the moment we come out with the secret like this, they will be the consumers will be alarmed. So when they are going to drink, they will not wake up and just go and drink for drinking's sake. Because at the end of the day, they are making their money. They own the big houses, the big cars, and trust me, if I wanted to make money from it, I would have gone to any of the companies and take money. But you will never see me on any platform telling people go and drink these bitters or that bitters. Or a lot of them comes to me that they want to use me for their advert, but I've never given in, because once I go, it means I'm encouraging people to abuse alcohol.
So you have your own principles.
So I have my own principles. I'm not condemning people not to drink. Drink, but when you are drinking, be careful. Just beware of what you are going to drink.
That's all.
That's all.
That's all.
Otherwise, they are making their money. They will be in the car, and you a drunkard, you'll be in the sport drinking and dancing, and they will sit down and be telling them that, look, you are useless.
Right.
You can't even go near them.
Meanwhile, you are making them rich.
You are making them rich.
Drybone, thank you very much for coming through Vibes in 5. President of Ghana Drunkards Association. I mean, he's explained the objectives, and I think he has a lot of positive moves, and he said a lot of really, 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 really good stuff, things that we need to pay attention to. The name Arnold, Elavanyo, you can always call me